couple quick updates before we get into the video. Want to encourage you to hit subscribe and hit the notification button because we've got some good videos coming up. We're redoing the lodge layout. So Mike and Mark have the bridges done, the track is ordered, and we'll be in the beginning of next week. So look for those videos. Also, I had a birthday and I got some new trains that I'll be detailing and having some videos about those new trains. So look for those videos. Hit subscribe and like right now while you're thinking about it. And I'll see you in upcoming videos. Let's get on to the Kickapoo Valley Northern, which actually the Kickapoo Valley was an actual train in Wisconsin around 1890s, I think. So let's get on to the video. This is my very first train set. 1972 Kickapoo Valley and Northern Lionel starter set. This is the actual set. It's not a set just like the one I had. This is the very first one I had and got it when I was probably 4, maybe 5. That's my little sister and I probably got it that year, or maybe the year before, I don't know. So I've had it 47 or 48 years, which I think is pretty cool. So in this video, we'll take a look at this set. I'll show you some of the stuff that I've done to it through the years, and we'll see what it can do. We'll start with the engine. Now here's a picture of a prototype 040T. The tender is on the engine. So here is the one from Lionel. It had no lights, no sound. The reverse had a switch in the back, which I think you can see it right there. But I sacrificed that switch for the reverse so that I could add those LED lights. So I put one in the cab, and then there's an LED light on the front. Now right there by the front, that smokestack broke off a long time ago. And also my linkage on the drive wheels broke. So those things have been fabricated by me, and I painted that stuff and added those details to the molded black plastic. Take a look at this box. Before we look at the cars, we'll check this out. Now, my cars weren't the same color as cars on the box, and that bothered me when I was little. And when I've looked on eBay, they were all different colors. Like my caboose is green, the one on the box is red. I've seen yellow cabooses. It seemed like the cars were any different color of those three. I also still have the transformer, but you won't see it in this video because it's underneath my train tables, power and accessories. I think these old boxes are kind of cool looking. Little advertisements and things they had on the side. The features of this set. The Pullmor motor, built for dependability and tested for a lifetime of railroading fun. I got that right. The box has held up pretty well, I'd say, through the years. Check out now. This has some damage on it, but I want you to see the price tag is still on it. $19.99. I found a date and ad for a gold circle from December 1972. $19.99 unless you can get it on sale. I told my mom about this video. She Googled 1999 today would be around 130 bucks. All the pieces fit in the box. I'm surprised that it's held up as well. I still have a couple pieces of the track, but the track just didn't hold up like the rest of the set did, especially compared to the track nowadays. So now let's take a look at the cars and what I did with them. And I want to start with the caboose. I painted some of the details around the windows and those grab rails on the sides. Put some dull coat on the roof. I just like to do that kind of stuff. I also used the black, real thin black paint wash to get the grooves in those sidings, and I added LED lights. So I put a little micro switch on the bottom of the caboose, and inside there's a 9-volt battery and a few LED lights. So let me find the switch here. Off, on. So I've actually done this in a few of my cabooses because then your caboose lights don't flicker. Next I want to check out the gondola because I actually did a lot to that. That's a paper box from Clever Models. Now I painted details on the sides, step ladders and the brake wheel, the handbrake. And I covered it with dull coat, but this yellow plastic was see-through, and that kind of annoys me. I had one of those paper boxes in there, and you can see the shadow through the side of the car. So on the inside of the car, I dry brushed the bottom. Those wood planks have texture on them. I dry brushed them, and then I used paper models, stuff from clevermodels.net, and I put papers on the inside to make it look like a finished car on the inside. So now it doesn't shine through anymore. The little dumper car, I lost that dumper when I was little. I don't know what happened to it. I remember it was red, but I didn't have one. Then I thought I lost this car. So during Christmas I found the car, and I fabricated this this dump for it. Actually, this is my second one. The first one I did, I used paper models stuff, and the first one just looked, I didn't add any thickness to it, so it didn't look right. This one's made with little thin pieces of cardboard, and I just have it screwed into the car so it sits right. The rocks inside are just the rocks that I used around my layout for scenery, just so it'd have a little load in it. But I was pretty happy with that. It came out pretty cool. So let's check out it running a little bit, and then we're going to see how much that Pullmor motor can pull. So how much pull does the Pullmor motor have? That's the question. No traction tires, it's just the engine. It's pretty much a Pullmor motor with a plastic shell sitting on it. So I started with 9 regular Lionel box cars like you would get in the starter set, 8 Menards flat cars, and the 3 cars in the set. And it did it so easy. It pulled those 20 cars around there so easy. I thought, man, I'll just put 5 cars on there and do 25. But 25 didn't pull. So here were 2 Lionel gondolas added, and failed. So I was thinking, it did 20 so easy, it's got to be able to do 21. So I added 1 more car. So I got the 9 box cars and the 8 flat cars, and then I added a depressed flat car that has a little transformer on it for Baltimore and Ohio. And then of course the 3 cars from the set. Now it pulled it around there, but I had to drive it. If it started spinning and lost forward momentum, that run was over. But I was pretty impressed. 21 cars, there's no traction tires on it, and that's tube track it's running on. So I'm thinking some traction tires are in the future for this little engine. When I was little, I remember seeing my little set running around the track and laying on the floor watching it come around the turn, wishing I had a bunch of boxcars behind it. So do you have your first train? If so, how long have you had it? Or do you have a model that's just like your first train? Leave a comment and be sure to like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications so you can see the updates of the lodge layout. Thanks for watching.